Hello world. One model, same prompt, two design skills, and we're gonna see three different websites. So that's the experiment today. I wanna see if design skills really have impact on the model when it creates websites. The model we're gonna be using is Gemini 3.5 Flash, running within Antigravity 2.0. Both of them released during Google I/O along with other announcements, but that's what we're gonna be focusing on. And I'm gonna show you three different websites. I already created one using Antigravity without any skill. And then we're gonna try it with the famous Frontend design skill. This is from Anthropic. I've used it before, but today I'm going to try a different skill. And this is getting a lot of traction. And this is the Impeccable Design skill. And this is a very special skill getting a lot of attention right now. I think they crossed the 30,000 stars on GitHub. So a lot of people are talking about it. Its goal is to eliminate AI slope, the same colors, the same design, the same approaches, and forces the AI to really think when it designs, and the design should be impeccable, as the name implies. So let's start. Let's jump in. So in this folder over here, I have three folders. This is the website where I had no skill, and I'll show you exactly what I asked and what was the prompt and how we did it. Over here, I ask it to create a website based on this documentation. So it's not just, generic create SaaS front end, blah, blah, blah. So this is something I might be using eventually when I will release my Aleph agent at some point. So Aleph agent is my own custom agent I created over the last few months. I've been using it heavily. It's amazing, in my opinion. Obviously, I created, so that's what I think. It contains a lot of architecture docs that includes information about what it can do. This is really pure technical architecture doc, and the expectation is from the model to read this, create a website that is going to be explaining what this can do. So let's see what we got when Antigravity with Gemini 3.5 Flash created without any skill. Looks good, right? But we can see the same purplish colors. It's nice. It created some sort of CLI, even though my agent is mostly managed via Telegram. That's fine. And it talks about some capabilities. We support 7 backends. That's true. You can see the intelligence and the compatible backends. And these are all the backends we support. We support Claude, Gemini, Codex, Cursor, OpenCode, Olama, and OpenRouter. That's accurate. And lifecycle of a prompt. No idea what he wants here. The technical workflow, message, transition. That's way too technical. Okay. And here we can see the 3-layered local memory. This is something I'm really proud of. I've created unique, sophisticated memory that is a mishmash of multiple memories, technologies that I've seen out there, and I revise this continuously. I may revise it even more as I will encounter new and better memory approaches. Right now, it's using a vector database with FTS5 on the database. So I'm using database SQLite 3 as my database to contain all the memory, and there is episodic memory, and you can really, I'm digressing. This is not the point of this video. So let's focus on the website. So you can see the design. It is okay, right? It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad. Let me just zoom in a little bit on this screen. And frequently I asked questions. So you can see the architecture on the top, adapters, memory, and yeah, it has its own built-in council debate capability and self-evolution, which is another element of this agent. So that was no skill. Now we're gonna include this skill into the mix. Let me start by downloading the skill directory of Antigravity. So let me just enable hidden folders, and the location is .gemini. So we're gonna find .gemini, there we go. And inside there will be Antigravity. Under it, there will be the skills folder which is a symlink, as you can see by the sign here. And we're going to create a new folder. We're going to call it Frontend Design. Create, and we're going to save the skills MD to this folder. And that should enable this with Antigravity. So let's launch my Antigravity IDE 2.0. I'm still getting used to it. Let's just say that I'm still getting used to it. So here you can see all the folders. I'm going to add a new folder, a new project over here, create new project. And I'm going to add the folder that I have my testing. So this is no skill. Now we're going to use the UI skill, right? So this is going to be here, front-end design skill. Here's my folder, and I'm going to open it and create. And here is the prompt that we're going to be using. Let's going to quickly go through it. So you are building a production website for Aleph Agent, the personal AI assistant. Read all the files under this directory, create the website, architecture, capabilities, how it works, and your task is to build a complete single website. And the technology we're going to be using, and this is important, we're going to be using HTML, Tailwind, CSS, and embedded JS. So that are going to be the three technologies. We are limiting it. Otherwise, sometimes it can go try to do React or ShadCN, but I just want to keep it to level the playing field. And let's let it rock. So it should be fast, relatively. The without skill was fairly fast. Now it's going to run. It's going to analyze the folders with all the information. And don't worry, I'm not going to waste your time showing you how it programs. I'm probably going to fast forward. Okay, so it created the implementation plan. I will just look at it, say, okay, that's fine. Obviously, I'm not going to look at it because it's going to be one shot. I didn't look on the plan of how the no-skill Gemini 3.5 did it. So I'm just going to say approved. So now it completed the site. One thing you noticed, I didn't ask it to use the skill, and I'm going to do it right now. But first, let's see what it created. Here's the HTML, almost identical to the previous one. And just to make sure, yes, we are in the right folder. So now we're going to ask it to load the skill. And the way to do it is by slash. We're going to say front-end design. Redesign the website using this skill. And you can see how fast it is. It's still quite remarkable how fast this model is. And again, I'm not going to look at the plan. I'm just going to say approved. And it completed everything. So let's check the website now. So I'm going to go back there. So this is the design, the front end design. I don't like the fonts. It looks very squished. It's not great. So, okay, that's one. And overall, I don't know. It just looks really weird. It is not impressive, to be honest. That was supposed to be one shot. Obviously, I will provide feedback if I wanted to go ahead and say, fix this font or do this or do that. But again, this is with the front end design skill. Slightly better, obviously not perfect, but slightly better than, again, let me show you the original one. Now, let's try with the Impeccable skill. This is available here. They also have their GitHub if you want to check their GitHub. And you can see all the information. They have 23 commands where you can craft or teach your AI how to design, and that's going to create a product MD and a design MD. This is really cool. I used it in one of my tools where it's consistent product and designs guidelines, branding, all the information, what to do and what do not. But it's going to teach you, it's going to ask you a question, what do you prefer, what style, and we'll go through the process. And there are multiple commands here. You can see we can try even maybe to run polish against one of the sites, but we'll keep that for later. Usage examples, you can critique the landing page, for example, and polish settings, and it's pretty comprehensive. You can see that there was a lot of effort and love invested in this, and someone who's really meticulous about design. And the person who designed this is Paul Bacchus. He created the jQuery UI, so someone who knows more or less design, right? He created the UI and Google for Creators, so he's supposed to be someone who knows his thing. So let's go back into the designs. Here it is, Impeccable Design. And let's go through the getting started. So the first thing you need to do is install it. So let me open Shell window on my Mac, and I'm going to run this npx add Impeccable. And you need to install the following. Yes, sure, why not? I don't think I ever did it before, so here we go. Okay, so Antigravity Universal. So it will go to this location, and if you're probably familiar or not, the .agent.skill is a location that's shared by a lot of tools. Antigravity is using it, Codex. So it's more and more becoming the converged location. So instead of maintaining skills per tool, all of them have their own location, right? Like you saw earlier, but there is also this location. So we're just going to say all good. And we're going to do it global. Proceed. And let's do it if it's okay. It's good fun to have. So now I installed the skill on this location. And let's see what happens. So I'm going to go back into Antigravity, and I'm going to create a new project. And I'm going to go to the same location, but this time I'm going to select the Impeccable skill, and I'm going to create it. Let me copy the prompt, and I'm going to give it the same prompt. You know what? But this time, let's load the Impeccable. No Impeccable. Interesting. Okay, so let's copy it manually. And here's the agent. Here is the agent browser. Here's the Impeccable. Okay, so let's copy this. And let's try to put it directly in the Antigravity. So again, it's going to be under Gemini, Antigravity, and skills folder. And we're just going to copy it here. And here's the Impeccable. Let's see if now it detects it. There we go. Now, let's start with loading Impeccable. And then I will paste my prompt. Okay, so let's see what happens. So it's loading the Impeccable skill MD. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if the Impeccable skill really provides impeccable results. And here is the index. Looks different. Huh. Let's open it. So this is the Impeccable. It looks good. It is better. Obviously, again, I'll show you side by side. So this is with the front end, and this is with no skill. So what do you think? Do you think it's really better? It's up to you. I think it's all matter of taste, but I'm definitely not impressed with the front end result. Could use better font and clarity. And this is front end. Oh, look at that. It created an interactive. That's cool. That's cute. Okay, if we scroll down, you can see we added philosophy. And these are all the backends. And here's all the layered memory system and the orchestration and console. Start debate. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's interactive. It's not real, but it did something really interesting. Cooldown, math. So this is resiliency architecture. Definitely the fonts are small. It's hard to read. Let me try to go a little bit bigger, at least so I can read it. My old eyes. Okay, so that's it. Oh, look at that. I put my name. Very nice. Approve. Yes, that's the nice. Is emulating the evolution process. So when we do evolve, there is a slash command evolve, and it gathers feedback or patterns during the conversation, and always try to suggest updates to skills, the files, the identity files, and just continuously evolve itself. Right now it's manual. I don't let it evolve itself because I saw a lot of weird stuff that it was trying to do. But this is not bad at all. Not bad at all. And these are, let's see, no, they're just static windows. So they're not interactive like the other one. So that was really interesting. So let's try something different, because this really annoys me. Let's try to see if we can polish it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into this location. So this is the front-end design. Let's open it. We're going to do Impeccable, and we're going to say polish. Let's see what's going to happen. So now it's going to load the skill, and it's going to load Impeccable. It's going to create a to-do list. It's going to look at the index. Let's see what it's going to do. And I'll allow it. Node is running node. So it's creating a product. And let me show you the product MD. So this is essentially what its philosophy, the brand personality, and design principles, and accessibility, inclusion. That's really good, important when you design a website to make sure it's accessible. And these are the design system, all the colors, typography. I hope it's not going to reuse the font thinking this is the desired font, because I was hoping for it to fix the font, but probably it thinks this is my preferred font and build upon it. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It's thinking. Oh, wow. It's really thinking here. Taking its time. And that's for Flash. I've never seen Flash thinking so much. So it definitely made changes to the code, modified some stuff. Okay, so let's check it out. So if I'll go back into my browser, and this is the page, let's refresh it and see what it did. Not much. Okay, so I guess we have to be more specific. Added some animation, some information here. Let's kind of again go a little bit bigger so I can see what's happening. Did it add an interactivity? It changes. Yeah, so it more modified the experience, and oops, here it doesn't work. Okay, so that's broken. So yeah, it's okay. It's kind of modified, but not too much, nothing critical. But you can see, again, this is its own creation. It looks nice, not perfect, but not bad. I like the interactivity. It's a pretty cool feature. It's nice. I didn't ask for it, but still went for it. The point of the story is, it's up to you if you want to use design skills, but I would highly recommend, and this is based on my personal experience, give serious shot for the Impeccable skill. It's great. I did not show you the full scope of it, but I encourage you to install it, as you saw I did with the included commands, and just when you design a user interface, use it. I even used it to redesign my Telegram channel. So when we post stories now, you will see this instead of an image. So I'm going for something that is quickly readable on Telegram, on X, on LinkedIn, and you can quickly see these titles. And this entire thing was designed by the Impeccable skill. It gave me multiple templates to try. It's pretty cool. And I like it. Obviously, I may change it over time, but that was a great start. And now all my stories are shipping with this story, or as we call it, news card. So hopefully you found this useful. I think this Impeccable skill is great. It's amazing. You should give it a shot. If you find this video interesting or useful, click like or subscribe, or even click that bell thingy. I will see you in my next video. Cheers.
AI spotlight illuminating the future of AI.